Hello Gemini, and welcome back to the Misty Blue Tarot channel. It's so lovely to be back with you again today. This is a reading for Gemini and it's for week beginning the 2nd of June. I have the cards set out in your weekly spread and I'm using the clarifying card from the Keepers of the Light. So let's go straight to the first card here, and you have appreciation. And this is a beautiful energy. This is what you're coming into the week with, and this is showing me that you do feel very pleased with your lot. You feel as if you have a lot in your life to be thankful for, to be grateful for, and you do have a lot of either wonderful people or wonderful experiences around you that is lifting your spirit and giving you that feeling of gratitude in your life coming into this week. Now, at the beginning of this week, you have walking away, and this is clarified by door to spirit. So this is showing me that you will feel this week, you'll feel very strongly in your intuition and your own guidance that it is time to move on from something. There's time to put something to bed. It's time to just drop something. Whatever this is, now it could be something that you've been maybe holding on to. It could be any sort of stresses, it could be old habits, it could be anything at all. But there's something that this week you will feel very intuitively that it is time to let it go. It's time to let it drop and move on. Whatever this is, you'll know how it relates to your life, but you will be very strongly guided by your intuition and your gut feeling that it is time to do this, time to shed this, time to move on from this, whatever this is. Now, the next card I have for you here is action. And this is showing me that you have been contemplating, you've been thinking about something quite a lot. You could be maybe focusing on plans for the future here, but this is showing me that it is time to follow this up with some action. You know, it's very good that we plan things and we contemplate them, we look ahead before we actually take any action. But, you know, things don't happen unless we do take some action. We can plan all we like, but we need to take some action to back that up. And this is showing me here that this week you will feel as if it is time to take action on something. Whatever this is, you'll know how it relates to your life, but you will feel as if you have gone through the planning process, the contemplating process, and it is time to take some action on something. Now, the next card you have is the Thinking Man, and this is reversed. So this is showing me that you may feel there's maybe something around you where it could be like a lesson learned, but it's almost like you haven't learned a lesson, or there's something around you that maybe it's a situation that you've gone through, and you know, it could have been a really good learning experience, a learning curve here for you, but it's almost like you haven't taken that on board. It's like, you know, maybe you've gone through this, whatever it is, but you just haven't taken on board the lesson that you've learned from this, which would be very valuable for you moving forward. So really just have a think about this. Have a think about what it is. If you've gone through something recently here, you know, take a moment to think about what lessons you have learned from this moving forward. It could be whatever it is that you're letting drop here. What was it you learned from this before you came to this point where you are ready to let this drop or ready to take some action, and really take that on board because it will be valuable for you moving forward. And the last card you have for this week is the Goddess of the Moon, and this is also reversed. So this is showing me that you can feel maybe a little bit out of sorts at the end of the week here. Again, it's this is just this closeness to your intuition, your guidance and your gut feeling, which you will have very strongly here at the beginning of the week, but it looks like the end of the week it's like you're a little bit out of sorts. There's nothing major, it's nothing it's just feeling a little bit out of touch with your intuition, your guidance at the end of the week. But whatever it is, it's something that maybe you should take on board from an experience that you've had. There is a lesson learned here, so that it doesn't repeat, or so that you can look at something in a different way should it come up again in the future, but really should take this on board. And maybe this is where your intuition isn't fully engaged at the end of the week here. Now, the clarifying card I pulled for you for this week is El Moria, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So this is just to reaffirm that, of course, the universe is with you. It's always with you. The loving energies are always around you. So really it is to try and, at the end of the week, if you do feel a little bit out of sorts here, just to try and re-engage with that, and just to try and put your thoughts out there, and re-engage with your inner intuition and your gut feeling at the end of the week. So I hope you found this helpful. I just want to give a big thank you again to all my subscribers. It really is appreciated. And I'll speak to you again next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.